In the heart of Northumberland, surrounded by dense forests and shrouded in perpetual mist, stood Blackthorn Castle. Built in the 12th century by Lord Edgar Blackthorn, the castle was a symbol of his power and wealth. Yet it was also a place of dark secrets and unspeakable horrors. Lord Blackthorn was a cruel and ruthless man, known for his tyrannical rule over the land. His wife, Lady Eliza, was a beautiful but tragic figure, trapped in a loveless marriage. The villagers whispered that she practiced dark arts, seeking solace in forbidden rituals. One fateful night, Lady Eliza vanished without a trace, and soon after, Lord Blackthorn was found dead in his chambers, his body twisted in unnatural agony. Rumors spread that Lady Eliza had cursed the castle, vowing revenge for her suffering. The curse seemed to take hold immediately. Servants began to disappear, strange noises echoed through the halls, and shadows moved with a life of their own. Eventually, the castle was abandoned, left to decay and crumble over the centuries. In the 21st century, Blackthorn Castle was restored and converted into a museum, drawing visitors from around the world, fascinated by its haunted history. Yet the curse persisted, manifesting in eerie and inexplicable ways. Visitors reported feeling a cold presence following them, whispers in their ears when no one was around, and the sensation of being watched by unseen eyes. The staff experienced even more unsettling occurrences. Objects moved on their own, doors slammed shut with no apparent cause, and the ghostly figure of a woman in a tattered gown was frequently seen wandering the corridors at night. The most chilling incident occurred during a special night tour. As the guide recounted the tale of Lady Eliza, a blood-curdling scream echoed through the hall, freezing everyone in their tracks. The guide, visibly shaken, insisted they leave immediately. Later, security footage revealed a shadowy figure standing behind the guide, disappearing as the scream rang out. Researchers and paranormal investigators flocked to the castle, trying to uncover the truth behind the hauntings. They recorded voices pleading for help, saw apparitions of long-dead servants, and experienced inexplicable feelings of dread. Despite their efforts, the curse of Blackthorn Castle remained a mystery, a dark and malevolent force that defied explanation. The museum's management considered closing the castle to the public, but the allure of its haunted history was too strong. Instead, they embraced the paranormal activity, hosting ghost tours and allowing investigators to conduct overnight studies. The curse of Blackthorn Castle became its greatest attraction, drawing those brave enough to confront the ancient evil that still lurked within its walls. One stormy night, a renowned paranormal investigator, Dr. Amelia Hart, decided to spend the night alone in the castle, determined to uncover the truth behind the hauntings. Armed with state-of-the-art equipment and a deep understanding of the supernatural, she set up her base in Lord Blackthorn's old study. As midnight approached, the atmosphere grew heavy, and a deep sense of foreboding filled the air. Dr. Hart began her investigation, recording strange electromagnetic readings and hearing disembodied voices. Suddenly, the temperature dropped drastically, and a chilling wind swept through the room, extinguishing her candles. In the flickering light of her flashlight, Dr. Hart saw her breath form in the cold air, and then she felt it, a cold hand on her shoulder. She spun around to find herself face to face with the spectral figure of Lady Eliza. The ghost's eyes were filled with sorrow and rage, and her presence radiated a cold, palpable malice. Dr. Hart, despite her fear, addressed the spirit. "Lady Eliza, I am here to help. Tell me your story, and perhaps we can put your spirit to rest." To her surprise, Lady Eliza began to speak, her voice a haunting whisper. She revealed the true extent of Lord Blackthorn's cruelty and the dark magic he had forced her to practice. Her disappearance, she explained, was a desperate attempt to break free from his control. In her final ritual, she had called upon ancient forces to end his life, but in doing so, she had bound herself to the castle. Moved by her tragic tale, Dr. Hart promised to help lift the curse. She spent the next week researching ancient texts and consulting with other experts. Finally, she devised a plan to perform a counter-ritual that would free Lady Eliza's spirit. On the night of the ritual, Dr. Hart gathered a small group of trusted colleagues. They performed the ceremony in the castle's grand hall, invoking powerful protective charms and reciting incantations to break the curse. As they reached the ritual's climax, a blinding light filled the room, and a deafening roar echoed through the halls. When the light faded, the oppressive atmosphere of the castle lifted. The ghostly presence was gone, and for the first time in centuries, Blackthorn Castle felt at peace. The curse was broken. The museum reopened with a new narrative, celebrating the liberation of Lady Eliza and the bravery of those who had freed her spirit. Visitors still came, drawn by the castle's rich history and the now benign tales of its haunted past. The castle's dark legacy had finally been laid to rest, allowing a new chapter of peace and reflection to begin. And so, Blackthorn Castle stands, no longer a monument to its dark past, but a testament to the power of compassion and the enduring human spirit. Visitors leave with a sense of closure and respect for the castle's history, knowing that some stories, even the darkest ones, can find a peaceful ending. Dive into the mysterious realms of the unknown with us. Our channel is your portal to a world filled with ghostly encounters, enigmatic sightings, and the exploration of eerie locales. But that's not all. We're not just about thrills and chills. We're also here to enlighten you with the latest in cutting-edge technology, intriguing historical facts, and mind-bending mysteries. Don't miss out on the adventure. Hit subscribe and become part of our community of curious minds today.